Welcome to Trader Channel, February 23, 2025. Analyzing the global gold spot chart along with the $3,006 price prediction for gold. Forex traders who have already subscribed to the Trader YouTube channel are aware of our content. In the videos we upload from Saturday to Sunday every week for the Forex financial market. We also analyze currency pairs such as EURUSD, GBPUSD, AUDUSD, or even gold. Sometimes, for example, for EURUSD analysis, we first analyze the Euro index on its own. And one more, we analyze the US dollar index on its own. Then we move on to analyze the Euro-USD pairs for Forex traders who want to trade daily. In that week, with the help of the video, traders can better recognize buy and sell zones, and we set certain steps to take buy or sell positions. Now today, as we analyze the gold chart, the global gold price, we want to revisit our analysis of the US dollar index DXY before we begin, but there is one important point to always keep in mind when it comes to gold. Global gold is a currency pair, an index, and a chart that you can analyze and trade. When we want to use DXY to identify the direction for the upcoming week on the global gold chart, there's an important point I'm going to share with you right now. First, pay attention to the analysis. The analysis we have for DXY for the upcoming week is that the downward trend it has started will continue. As you can see, this ascending channel that is outlined for you. With the help of the support here, we have a clearly defined lower boundary. Pay attention to the ceiling of the channel, which has had good reactions with the midline of the channel, the DXY index. Pay attention to this section for those listening to the podcast to stay informed about the analysis and then what to do in the upcoming week with global gold. Now on the move. Please pay attention to the image here. Look at how the price has reacted well with the midline of the channel, even with 0.175 of the channel open. We had good reactions. Moving forward, let's see what shadows we had with 0.75 of the channel, what reactions and what important buy zones were created for us on the midline of the channel, which is completely clear. The ceiling of the channel is exactly in this area, and now from that ceiling the DXY is moving downward. The US dollar index is moving downward. In this analysis, we expect that in the upcoming week, the DXY chart will continue its downward trend and move towards the midline of the channel. The distance to the midline of the channel is roughly 1.5 to 2%. To make it easier for you to understand this key point, we have considered a 2% drop. So in the upcoming week, we expect a 2% decrease in the DXY chart. Now the key point to consider is that when we expect a 2% decline in the DXY, or at least a 1% drop, if we expect a 1% decline, we can anticipate an inverse change of approximately 1.5 to 2 times that in the global gold chart. So when we expect the US dollar to drop by 1% in the upcoming week, we can expect 1.5% to 2% growth in the global gold chart. In other words, we can expect an inverse change of exactly 1.5 times to 2 times on the global gold chart. For example, to clarify this further, if we expect a 2% decrease in the DXY in the upcoming week, we can expect 3% to 4% growth on the global gold chart. Now, based on the areas outlined on the chart, we expect a 1% to 2% decline in the DXY at least until the US dollar index reaches midline and has a shadow moving downward, so it will complete a 2% drop. However, keep in mind that for the DXY, we may see some corrective moves upward, for example, to 0.75 of the channel before it drops to midline of this channel. It's possible that in the week ahead, the DXY may not immediately move downward when the market opens, but may first correct upward before resuming its downward trend. However, our main trend on the US dollar index chart is a decline of approximately 1 to 2%. Let's move on to the global gold chart. On the global gold chart, if I want to plot the line chart for you so we can observe the trend more clearly, you can see very beautifully and clearly the global gold is in an upward trend, constantly reaching new highs in recent months. With the help of the support indicated here, we have drawn an ascending channel for you, which is a very clean channel. The channel has had good transactions with its midline. Now this is a line chart and the shadows are not visible. If you view it as a candlestick chart, you can see the global gold price in the same channel, showing even more precise transactions with its midline. The slight difference here is because it's a line chart and the shadows are not fully visible in this type of chart. Well, the ascending channel we drew on the line chart is much clearer, showing that it's a valid channel. As I told you, we expect a 1 to 2% decline on the US dollar index chart, and in reverse, we can expect between 1.5 to 2 times that change on the global gold chart, which precisely matches where global gold is currently positioned. If we expect a 1% decrease in the US dollar index for the next week, we expect it to reach the channel ceiling. If we expect 1.5% growth, we can anticipate the price of global gold reaching the middle of the 0.75 to the ceiling of the channel in the next week. If this week global gold doesn't reach the price of $3,006 at the ceiling its channel, I believe in the following weeks, global gold will move toward the $3,000 mark and may touch the $3,006 price. Based on this ascending channel that we have outlined on the daily and 4-hour global gold charts, we see the next ceiling for gold or next ATH around the $3,000 mark, or more precisely around the $3,006 mark. The exact same trend we saw on the US dollar index can be expected to reverse in global gold, exactly as we are expecting. This gives us confirmation that our current analysis is correct. Again, you can mark this channel, these areas and these lines on your own chart and add or subtract to the analysis or even make some edits to it. For the upcoming week, my suggestion is that you wait for the price to reach the ceiling of the channel, the daily channel ceiling. When the global gold price reach $3,006, you can open some swing sell positions and move downward. You could also set limit orders around the $2,930 level. When the market opens on Monday, February 24, 2025, you can open buy limit orders and move upward with them. Since gold has more volatility and can quickly bring your positions to their stop loss or take profit levels, my advice is to allocate at most 0.5% of your capital of these buying zones on the global gold chart and open buy positions step by step. You should close those positions after growth and open the new positions during corrections to move upward. You can also swing trade this upward trend if you prefer. Consider the possibility that this is just one analysis. It is possible that next week global gold may be toward lower supports However, at present, the most important support in the way of global gold, which could lead to either a 2% growth to reach the $3,006 ceiling or break the support and move toward a lower support, is around the $2,930 price. Currently, the buy and sell volumes on global gold are high because it's at its new ATH, its new ceiling, so be sure to trade global gold with more caution in the upcoming weeks.